I did underestimate how fast and how big tomatoes grow. These have just got ridiculous in the last week. If you saw my last video, they were just poking through the side, and now, yeah, they have just gone crazy. But good news is they survived the stupid storm thing. Bad news is we have things eating them. There is one there. So I think mice have sort of started to discover them, which is a right pain. There's always something that's going to try and wipe them out, but we do have a lot of tomatoes developing. Hopefully they will survive. Might have to put some little traps down to catch the mice, and then they can be my pets. I know, yes. We're not going to kill them. We're just going to pat them. No. But yeah, anyway, it's working. It survived the whole cyclone thing. And yeah, we do have quite a few tomatoes in there. I've had to trim a whole lot of this down. That is such a pain. What on earth is that? I'm pretty sure that's a mouse, but you would think a mouse would eat a lot more than that. Probably famous last words. You'll find that they'll all be gone. But before they do all go, there are some really, really nice ones starting to develop there. These are all Roma tomatoes. I think I just said that. But they are going well. And yeah, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, that's just a solar powered system. Crazy. Yeah, I should have probably made this a little bit higher, but I didn't. I wanted to see what would happen. And it seems to be working okay. We lost a fair few leaves and stuff like that because of the cyclone, but it didn't blow away and everything is vaguely okay. That is where we are with that. I am in this video going to show you what happened to the front garden. A few things fell down in the cyclone. Most things are sort of okay, but overgrown because I haven't touched it for like the last couple of weeks because I've been busy with work. But we will show you that in this video. Yes. The tomatoes are going well. I think their roots are just starting to hit the hydroponic solution. Yep, they are. So they will take off crazy soon. What is not working though is the aquaponics with the cucumbers. Yeah, they were going well. They started flowering. Then it was a little bit of a fail. And now I've got bloody caterpillars again. Just cannot get rid of the caterpillars. Once, yeah, see all the caterpillar poo on that? Which means that there is caterpillars up here somewhere, completely wiping out leaves, and yeah, oh, there they are. Look at that. That is a giant caterpillar. I know, you go over there in those plants. It's just a pain, but I think just the area where it is and not enough nutrients with all this, or something, I'm not entirely sure, because they were doing well and then they've just crashed. So I'm probably just going to pull all these up because I can see caterpillars absolutely everywhere, and once they start they tend to just wipe out every single leaf, and then that is the end of the plant. So that is the third time I've tried this. It's not working. That's it. I'm not going to do that again. But my lettuce in the same system actually looks like lettuce. My goodness. So I do need to raise this light. But that has all grown in the last, what, week? So that is actually growing really, really well. And I think, whatever, that's just mixed lettuce. They look identical. They look all the same lettuce, don't they? I know, but they are growing well. It's under the same light, same water quality as that system. But yeah, I think they just grow faster, so they're just working out a lot better. Celery is still growing. It's actually starting to hit the light, so I'm going to extend the light up. This is our celery experiment. I have a horrible suspicion the roots are going to clog the pipe, but I want to see how it goes. So far, so good. We have some, yeah, aquaponic celery with stingrays. I know. Anyway, that is this section. This is working. That's going to be bulldozed soon. The tomatoes are working. Let's jump to the front and show you how the cage and the nightmare of the front garden has held up with the cyclone. Yeah, I need to redo all that, but I'll tell you about that in a second. Let's jump. Well, out the front is kind of a mess. Everything survived the cyclone. This big cage here is looking a little bit mingy, and yeah, I think Is it plane up there somewhere? There it is. Yeah, I think this cage is not going to survive the next couple of storms or cyclones or whatever you want to call them. It did survive this one. I was going to pull it down, but it was just a lot of hassle, obviously. So I think what I'm going to do with this area, where is Benji? Hey, Benji. Is, yeah, maybe make it a little bit more user-friendly. So everything is overgrown. Variegated lemon tree, everything. I had to lay cactus down because of the cyclone. Moved a lot of stuff, so it's a little bit safer, but everything kind of survived. Yeah, it's just a big mess. We have a ridiculous amount of weeds. This is what happens when you work like 7 days a week and yeah, don't do much for your garden for a little bit. The amount of bugs is ridiculous. Look at that. Can we focus? Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, grasshoppers absolutely everywhere. Oh, there is another huge one. Where is that grasshopper? Oh, the size of them. They're just eating everything, as grasshoppers do. But yeah, okay. A few things have blown over. I think the main problem... Benji, get out of the garden, quick, out. What are you doing? Wait, come here, quick. Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, a few things fell over. The great big cactus that was up in the corner has come over here, which is probably a good thing because I do want to cut it down and replant it. Yeah, it's completely snapped in half there. So I will cut that down a little bit later. The pawpaws survived. Oh, this did not. Oh wow, okay. I didn't notice. There's some wasps there. Zoom into the wasps. Yeah, I didn't notice that actually this had collapsed, and this is my black sugarcane. So I probably need to trim that down too. What a shame. It was getting huge. It's probably time to harvest it, and I have no idea how to harvest sugarcane, so I shall ask a mate about that. Yeah, and then what a mess. So these survived, the pawpaws, kind of. The banana got absolutely butchered. Look at the leaves. But that is huge now. That is still in a pot, but it's obviously grown through the base of the pot because I cut the pot open. That pawpaw over there has sort of half collapsed. So what I might do is, well, obviously I have to trim down the cactus, redo that, maybe open this area up a little bit, trim a few dodgy branches off the giant banana tree. But yeah, generally a mess. And all the way along here is just a mess as well. Our chicken drumstick tree did not like the wind, and it is on a huge angle, so I'm going to have to prop that up. Everything survived though. All the cactus was safe under here, but it's just a giant... Oh, there is another. I'm going to have to do something about all these grasshoppers. Yeah, I think it's time for a big redo of the whole area, make it a little bit more user-friendly and not so completely overgrown, because look at all these weeds. And this was all weeded about 3 weeks ago. I haven't touched anything for about a week. Yeah, but everything has just gone ridiculous. All my blueberries are not liking it here, so I'm going to have to move them a little bit better. Yeah, they just got frizzled and stuff. Go blueberries. Oh, wow. And a lot of things have been absolutely munched. And I think if we come around here, I have to move a lot of these citrus trees too, because they're starting to get too bushy and all sorts of stuff. Leaf curl, and yeah, I think it's just the lack of airflow here. So I'll spread them apart a little bit better. That pawpaw, which is huge, is one of the ones from seed. Oh, there is another grasshopper, and another grasshopper, and another, oh my goodness. Okay, grasshoppers are getting a little bit out of control, so I'm gonna go grasshopper hunting and wipe out a lot of little buggers. Yeah, otherwise, everything is kind of a little bit hectic. Over here, now if we're quiet, we may see one. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can zoom in on that rock. That is a baby water dragon. And they get about 3 to 4 foot long. Yeah, how cool is that? There's Benji about to disturb the water dragon. Yeah, and then the water dragon has, in fact, jumped onto another rock. Good on you, Benji. So I did pile up a whole lot of rocks for the water dragons. There are, I think, about 3 I've noticed. So one there, there was a couple that live down here near the pond. Yeah, but they'll be hiding somewhere. Oh, I did hear a rattle in there, so it's in there. As long as the snakes don't eat them, they should turn into big lizards. Oh, there goes one. Oh, can we even zoom in on you? No, we can't. He just went between, there he is there, between the pot and the piece of wood. We can focus. He's gone. But there's at least 2. I'm pretty sure there's 3. So, with this that I completely bulldozed, I think some of the passion fruits are growing back. I don't think that one's going to grow back. RIP, little passion fruit. But that one is. And, oh, is that one growing back? Oh no, I may have killed 2 passion fruits. I think it's still alive. But at least one is growing back. Yeah. Elephant apple, which is the coolest plant ever. That seems to be going okay there, so I'll have to deal with that. But yes, that is an update on what is happening in that section, which is not a lot, but more airflow, which is a lot better than that section, which has just turned into a complete jungle, which I knew it would, but I thought, you know, being a year later, I would have most of the stuff out of pots on acreage, but no. Still working 24 hours a day and haven't had time to do anything. So we will deal with all that another time. Is that another one? That is another one. Oh, there are so many grasshoppers, I know. Oh, my loquats have got huge. I did bring it safely around the side with the storm thing, because they did not like being in the storm, but they've survived. We're going to have lots of loquats this year. Loquats are absolutely delicious. They're probably one of the favorite things I've actually grown so far and tried. Yeah, they are. Wow. Yeah, if you've never tried a loquat before, try one. Yeah, you will hopefully like it. I don't like much fruit and vegetables, hence why I'm growing a freaking lot of fruit and vegetables. But anyway, in conclusion, I think I'm going to move this giant cage. It's only really lasted about 9 or 10 months, but yeah, it's starting to fade in the sun, so obviously it's not ideally UV resistant. I can see it just getting destroyed in storms in the next couple of months, so it did work for what it was, but obviously not long term. So yeah, for $200 Australian, I don't think it's really worth it unless you've got a couple of crops of something awesome. And yeah, you don't want all the bugs to eat them. It did sort of manage to stop all the stupid little bloody grasshoppers and stuff, locusts getting in there, but it didn't stop the 5-lined little potato beetles from trying to wipe out everything because they were just small enough to go through the side. So what I think I will do is obviously tidy up everything, trim down all those big things, and at least everything is in pots so I can move them around easily and make it a little bit better. Hopefully the next garden video out here, this will be gone. I'll have nice pathways, be able to actually see the trees. I might even label the trees because a lot of the labels have gone, and yeah, half of them I know what they are. Like there's 3 different types of loquats, Nagasaki vase, there's something else and something else. See, I only know one of them. But yeah, I will probably label everything, have it a little bit more user-friendly. I might even upgrade the size of the pots because I don't want to put them in the ground here, and it would take me a month of my day off to just try and get the backyard sorted so I could plant stuff in it. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, click the thumbs up so I know. If you've got any comments, comment down below, that would be wonderful. Sort of feel like no one really watches my videos, but I watch my videos, and yeah, it's interesting what has happened in the last year or so with the garden. Yeah, completely different outcome than what I expected. I can see more grasshoppers. Look at that giant grasshopper there on that cactus. Oh my God. Anyway, see you in the next video. If you want to watch more stuff on the screen. Woof.